going on? It's Miles Comics. Today is, of course, Free Comic Book Day, which is an event where the name entails is all about getting free comic books. It happens the first Saturday of every May. This month in particular, it's happening May 2nd, so I'm super excited to go to my local comic shop and pick up a bunch of goodies. My local comic shop only allows us to pick out 5 free comics for the day. But of course, there's also a bunch of things happening at my local comic shop. We have 8 local artists coming from all over the state just to meet up at my local comic shop to talk about their art and give away some free comics, which is going to be really dope to interact with and see. And I can't wait to talk to these artists, and it's just going to be a super great time. And if the right discounts are in place, I'm definitely going to get a bunch of comic books and maybe a couple of trade paperbacks. But that just depends, because if I'm able to go through my local website like In Stock Trades and get a trade paperback for $10, that's the option I'm gonna do. However, before we go participate in Free Comic Book Day, I did miss last week's new Comic Book Day video, but I still really do want to highlight my top 3 pulls of last week because they were truly incredible. Starting it off, I have the Marvel release of the Superman-Spider-Man crossover, Spider-Man-Superman. This was a super fun story. I loved the A story. It was super sentimental, and the rest of these stories were just a really fun read. I feel like I could pick this up multiple times. It has great reread value, and it's just overall an amazing story. Then another series that I really just want to highlight is Corpse Night issue 1. I didn't hear too much about this series before it came out, and I still haven't since it came out, but this read was truly incredible. I really like the plot and the premise, and I'm super excited to keep reading this story. And finally, I have Exquisite Corpses issue 12. I just really need to talk about this issue because it was crazy. In hindsight, from my perspective now, I could definitely see the plot twist and how, this death match continues into issue 13, but before I read this issue, if you were to tell me the plot twist, I would just not believe you. I'd be like, that's ridiculous. I mean, maybe not ridiculous, but it was really unexpected in my eyes. And because I believe in consistency, I would also like to give a trade paperback recommendation for the week. I've seen a lot of people recently drop the new Transformers run due to some of the creative actions taking place, and a lot of people want to fill that void. And my recommendation for filling that void is Ghost Pepper. This story is absolutely incredible. There are 10 issues out as of recording this. It is just a phenomenal mecha story. There is a lot of the same creative teams working on this story, and you could heavily see the influence in the writing and the art. And it's just overall a phenomenal story that I can't wait to see expand in the future. And I'd also like to just take some time to acknowledge the fact that my account has reached 50 subscribers, which I'm super grateful for. I honestly can't believe it. As someone that was born in the late 2000s, I've always been interacting and posting on YouTube, trying to become famous or just like grow on the app, even when I was like a small kid just creating content, and just to see my account slowly, develop and grow is super cool. To actually have content that people interact with, I'm truly grateful for, and I could not thank you guys enough. But I think there's been enough chit chat. I think it's time to get into the meat and bones of this video and go to the comic shop. And we are at Free Comic Book Day, which is absolutely fantastic. Wow. Just such a beautiful, it's so nice here. This is like the busiest I've ever seen this shop.
Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, I do. I do fine art too, like I said. It's mostly that for the... Here, if you could... I'll just type it in. It was easier. Everyone's... Internet's better than mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Market on those went insane. Like, even my, Bane arc ones are like 140.
Oh, like the Nightfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the 90s, I like that.
Or like the brand new Bane arc that just came out.
One.
Yeah, for Absolute Batman.
Oh,
Volume
sure,
2
like
Abomination.
9. Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I thought you were talking about a whole different title.
That is...
My girl buys me 40 pass.
The Denver Comics and Arts Festival.
Oh yeah, grab one of these.
Yeah.
It's a blast. It's next Saturday. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
May 9th through 11 to 7 p.m. And we got a crazy art table right here as well. Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Good, thank you.
Look at these trading cards, bro. Yeah, I felt really good. And we got some prints.
Make sure your sword stays off the ground.
And another room full of artists. Wow. We got more prints. We got so many prints. This is genuinely crazy. We got some amazing prints.
How's it going, guys?
Doing amazing. How about yourself?
This is all my stuff on mine if you ever want to look at it.
Oh, thank you. Could you? And then, like, artists here are genuinely just so talented. Like, what the frick? If I had money right now on my Venmo account, you would not be able to stop me. Well, that was Junkyard Joe. Just got one of these. It's like a Mighty Swords thing. But it's a physical edition of Mighty Swords. And just like that, we have completed Free Comic Book Day. We got 2 posters. We got 1 promo poster, 1 gift poster, and I got a bunch of comics. So today was definitely worth it. And just like that, and after a little Ozo coffee detour, we are done with Free Comic Book Day. It was absolutely incredible today, and I cannot wait to show you all that I got. And just like that, we are back from the comic shop. I got a bunch of free goodies, including 2 promo posters, one of which I got for free, and the other I got for just $1, which is genuinely insane. And I also got this really cool tote bag. I also did a little bit of off-screen mining, and I got this really cool pizza. We're not going to talk about how I got it, but just know I have it. Starting this haul off with my promo posters, you would not believe it, but I got this Spider-Man Brand New Day promo poster for completely free. They were just giving one out to every customer, and it was super sick, and I can't wait to have this on my wall somewhere. And for the measly price of $1, I got this really cool Justice League promo poster, which I genuinely could not believe they would just give me. But without any further ado, let's get into the comics and comic-related things that I got. Starting it off, the first thing I got when I walked into the comic shop was the long-awaited and anticipated Energon Universe 2026 special. I know that there is a paid version coming out next week for $3.99, but I got the Free Comic Book Day exclusive, and I'm very curious to see if there's a difference between the two. Next, I just absolutely had to pick up the DCX Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. It's just such a novelty to see these 2 licenses on the same cover, and it's just super cool to have a Free Comic Book Day exclusive of these 2 identities. I've also been planning to start reading the new Power Rangers ongoing series when it comes out, so I just absolutely had to pick up issue 0. When I saw it sitting there, I didn't even know this was a Free Comic Book Day exclusive, but I'm super glad that it was still in stock when I got to my comic shop. Then, instead of getting the Amazing Spider-Man comic or, anything else like the Armageddon exclusive, I got the Garfield Free Comic Book Day exclusive, just because look at him, dude. This is aura. And finally, the last free comic I got was this super cool art book by a local artist named Dustin Hollins, and it's called Radium Bradium. I also got it signed by him, which is just super sick. And, the art in this is incredible. Like, dude, I own this. I got this for free. And finally, I could not believe it, but I found this Jim Lee foil variant in the dollar bins of my comic shop, which I just absolutely had to go ahead and pick up because it's Jim Lee and it's a foil variant, and just look how sick it is.
Hi guys, I'm the boyfriend, and this is what I got on the Free Comic Book Day. First up, I also picked up some copies of the Garfield Giveaway Day exclusive and Radium Branium by Dustin Holland. The art in this one is super, super cool, and I think that you guys should check it out. Next, I also grabbed a webtoon unscrolled. It's just like little clips of some webtoon series, and I just thought I would take a little peek. And my favorite find in a little freebies box was I got the first 3 Walking Dead official magazines. Super stoked about those. The cover art is really cool. I got 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, that's what I got. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm Grayson Grotesque on all platforms. Bye!
However, this is not the only comic book event happening on a Saturday this month in the state of Colorado. Next week on May 9th, the DCAF Denver Comics and Arts Festival is taking place from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Be there or be square. I don't make the rules. And just like that, that is the end of our free comic book day video. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.